Hello and welcome to my very first vlog or digital diary, video diary. I don't know what I want to call these. This morning I woke up and a voice inside me said that today is the day. I've had the idea of doing vlog style videos for my YouTube for a while now, but the way I function now is an idea pops in my head and I just let it go. If it keeps coming back and it comes to the point where I don't question that thing anymore, I don't think too much about it, I just get up and do it, that's when I know that that is the right time. I feel very inspired to take that action. So here we are, it's 12:47 p.m. So technically half of the day is gone. Let's go. So here is the game plan. Barry and I, we moved into this place more than a year back, and we obviously made it our home. We did a few things here and there, but then we sort of became complacent, like everyone does. And just recently, we realized that it doesn't feel like a cozy home anymore. Now we feel like we are ready for a little upgrade. And I'm starting with sorting out the kitchen. This feeling to upgrade has come at a really good time because my dad is coming to visit us next Friday, so exactly a week from now, from Perth. And this is perfect time to organize things and make the house more welcoming. So I've bought a ton of containers, as you can see, which I'm about to rinse, and I'll let it to dry before we continue organizing the pantry and the kitchen. Until those dry, I'm going to sit down, spend some time on editing our video for the other YouTube channel that we have as a family. So it's called Whiskey with Jazz and Baz, and it's our little travel adventures, camping, and just visiting unique little spots, most of which are off-grid. And these are all silent vlogs, so our focus is to really bring the viewer there with us, enjoying the moment, being present in the moment in silence, and just really taking in the surrounding. I'm currently editing our next video, which was at a beautiful barn in Hayfield, Victoria, and I'm super excited for this video. It's almost done. The containers are not fully dry yet, but I'm just gonna do it with a paper towel or something because I really want to sort out this mess as much as possible today. Again, I'm not gonna stress about doing the entire thing at once. That's just gonna be too overwhelming. So just gonna put on some music and have fun and just play along with it. That's pretty good. That's airtight. So I've done what I could, making myself some tea, and we'll sit down, enjoy tea, hang out with whiskey, and we'll call it a day. Today's 13th of September, which is my brother's birthday. It's a very special day for us. He crossed over about 13 years back. We love celebrating everyone's birthday who's crossed over. We actually laugh about this thing that in our family there's so many people who have crossed over. We celebrate more of their birthdays than people who are actually here in the physical. So but this time around it wasn't the case. I briefly remembered it last night that it's 13th of September tomorrow, which is today. And that was it. And then this morning as I started journaling, I wrote down the date and I suddenly remembered, like, oh yes, it's Jode's birthday. In the past, I would have had shame and guilt attached to that idea of not remembering his birthday, thinking that, oh, am I forgetting my brother? But there was this sense of peace and calm as I had that realization. I wrote that date. Knowing that this is a very natural process of processing grief, and it's a very natural process of moving forward in life. I personally think that everyone that has crossed over is actually closer to me than they were when they were in the physical. And that's just come from all the work that I have done, and the awareness that I have brought myself towards, that we never really end. We never really, like, we are infinite beings. We just change our form. So I think because of all that work, I did not feel any sense of discomfort or shame or guilt that I forgot my brother's birthday. And that's like first time in 13 years that I forgot his birthday. So this is a really beautiful realization for me that I had. It's just I could see my growth. I could see how aware I am of how this universe really works, and the fact that we never really leave. We're always with our loved ones. As I started journaling, I felt this deep gratitude for my brother, and I just wanted to journal on that. Like, I'm so freaking grateful for his amazing presence in my life. And I'm not talking just in the physical, when he was here in the physical, but ever since he's crossed over as well. And to think that it's only been 13 years, like, if you think about it, it's only been 13 years, but I feel like it's been forever since I experienced this. And to think that in those mere 13 years, I have lived so much, I have experienced so much. I feel like I've lived so many different incarnations within this lifetime, within those 13 years. It's just very profound to realize that so much can happen in such a short time. It just doesn't feel real that he was here 13 years back. 13 years is not a long time, and ever since my mom has crossed over too, it's just mind boggling to think that I have been through it all, I have experienced it all. If I try to just think logically, if I just put myself out of the situation, it just feels very strange. It feels like it's such a difficult situation, difficult life to go through, to move through. But this is such a beautiful example that life gives us what we can handle, what it knows that we can handle. And clearly, I was meant to handle it. I was meant to learn from it. I was meant to grow from it. I was meant to pivot and shift from it, from that experience. And because of that, thanks to all of these experiences, that I feel like I have lived so many incarnations within these 13 years. It's just, I am nowhere close to being the same person I was 13 years back. It was just such a beautiful realization that I had this morning, thinking it's been 13 years. I've had whole lives. How do I explain it? I've had an entire life, started and ended multiple times. Let's just talk about my career, for instance. When he passed, when he crossed over, I was finishing my engineering degree. I completed my engineering degree. So that life as a student, I completed that. I moved on. I started my engineering job, my career as an engineer. I started that and I completed that within these 13 years. Then I started my career as a personal trainer and as a mindset coach that completely opened up a whole new world for me. And then I completely shut that down. And it's just, this is just career things, like so many things on personal level, and just more so than anything outside, but internally, the versions of me that I have experienced, it's just amazing. I'm so grateful for this experience. I'm so grateful for this life. I'm so grateful for every single challenge that has been given to me by grace. I see it as grace. No matter how painful it all has been, someone somewhere, a higher power, knew that jazz could handle it, and jazz could grow from it, and jazz could thrive from it. And that's why I was gifted that. And I'm so grateful for every single person in my life to play such a crucial role. My brother, who probably signed this contract with me, that he was going to complete his physical form very early on so that he could give those lessons to me, teach those lessons to my family members who were impacted by it. Same thing for my mom, same thing from my grandfathers, my auntie, my mom's partner, my stepdad. They have all played such a beautiful role. I wouldn't be this person talking to this camera right now if it wasn't for them. Every single thing is just grace by the universe. We don't see it in the moment, but when we look back. So that was, yeah, that was a beautiful, beautiful realization. I'm gonna wrap it at that. That was a little bit of a long talk, but I just wanted to share because that was such an amazing start to my morning. And thank you, you all, for coming along with on my day. This is my very first vlog. It all started because I felt excited. I wanted to learn how to use this camera that I'm using to film this. Barry bought this new camera. It's a tiny camera, Dji Osmo Pocket 3, and it just inspired me to pick it up. I'm like, that'll be good practice, and I felt excited to record my day. So here we are with the first vlog. No promises on where this is gonna go, how often I'm gonna be recording this and doing these things. Again, I just go with the flow. Whatever I felt called to do, whatever needs to come through me, I just do that. I don't force myself to do anything anymore, and it's pure bliss to function from this space. Yeah, thank you so much for joining me, and I will possibly catch you in the next one. If not a vlog, something else. See you in the next one. Sending you so much love and light. Mwah.